Hello natural beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today is another installation of my Monochromatic Monday series. Today's color is red. So we have a lot of fun products to play with. You might want to grab a snack. I don't know how long this is going to be, but we are going to chit chat. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you all my fun products. I think they're fun because I've pulled a lot of different items to create a full face of red makeup for you. Also, it is gorgeous outside. Texas just had a freeze, so you're gonna hear children running and playing and mama's yelling outside because, we ready for some spring around here. So let's go ahead and get started. We have already gone in and darkened up our eyebrows with our Melt Cosmetics Impulsive palette, and we used Boss Lady right here. So I just used it and, just kind of darkened them up a little bit. Now we're going to go in with one of my Project Pan items. This is my Natasha Denona In Bloom palette, and I have this blush right here in my Partners in Cream Project Pan. And I am going to use this to set my eyeshadow because I really want to play up the red in this particular look. And I specifically chose this flat brush because I wanted to be able to put it exactly where I want it, because this is what I'm using for my primer. And now I'm just gonna go in with a clean finger and I'm just gonna kind of smudge that line out. And then I think I'll work this eye first, and then maybe we'll do this other one off camera. But now we're gonna go into one of my favorite palettes. This is a Viseart, and I'm gonna go into this right here, and I'm gonna put that right on my innermost corner, because technically this is kind of like wet right now. So I wanna use some eyeshadow to set it. And that really does play up the pink. Now I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm going to go in this shadow right here, which has a whole bunch of use in it already. Like I said, I love this particular palette, and I just think that it is a great formula and pigment, and it doesn't really stain my eyelids, which is something that is important to me. And now I'm gonna work in my crease, and I'm not sure. I think, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I also have this Pat McGrath palette, which has two pretty red-based shimmer shadows in it. But I think for now, we're gonna go back into our Melt Cosmetics, and we're gonna go into Go Getter. And we are gonna use this as our transition shadow because I really want, I'm gonna set it in this outer V too, just because, like I said, that cream blush is still kind of like wet. And I think that I want this to go up pretty high. So I'm gonna just bring that up and just do little bitty circles. So I thought that I would catch y'all up on what happened during the freeze for me. I have had such an eventful, I'm going to say, last 3 weeks, y'all. So if you have forgotten or you hadn't heard, Texas had like a record-setting cold front. We had like legit snow. Everything froze. We lost power. We lost water. And it was pretty bad, y'all. I think I'm just gonna pull this under my lower lash line, just whatever's left on there, and look how pretty that is. And looking at this in the viewfinder makes me think of Harley Quinn. But so anyways, we went through that ordeal, and I don't usually talk about it, but I do have some chronic health conditions, and I had like a horrible episode. Let's see, this looks kind of purple. What do y'all think? That's still got a red color to it, right? We're going to use it. So I'm going to go in on my outer V with this one, and I'm really just going to kind of draw a shape to give my eye some definition. So it just so happened the Friday before that horrible storm came in, I got so sick, y'all. And it lasted, I'm going to say, maybe like 2 days before everyone else kind of like, the actual emergency started. And then through it, so I'm going to say about 6 days, y'all, I was just on my back, just so incredibly sick, like getting better, not getting better. And during that time, our pipe froze. Luckily, thank God that my boyfriend David is super handy. And so we were able to, I'm going to pick up a little more of that Go-Getter, that bright one. Let me show you right here because I want you to see this one right here, because I'm going to use it to blend out that Pat McGrath shadow that we just used. And I really want to keep the red in this look. So luckily, David was able to fix the pipe relatively quickly. Now, it was like madness, because everyone was at Home Depot and Lowe's, and everyone's looking for like the same stuff, So luckily, he was able to find it. He was able to fix it. But now we're waiting for our water bill. So we have no idea how much that is going to be. And I think I'm going to go back in with that same brush. And I'm technically going to use this blush to cut my crease. And then we're going to go in with this one right on top. So, and I felt so bad, y'all, because I was not able to help David at all because I was sick. Luckily, if you're interested, I have like emergency stockpile video. And so we do kind of stay prepared for emergencies. So we didn't have to worry about that, but I wasn't able to help him at all. So that's what happened, okay? And then shortly after that, after the storm, my car, which is relatively new and in good health, started leaking motor oil. So I was like, okay, I didn't have any like maintenance due on it or anything. So I was like, please let it be, just like from the storm or the drop in temperature, And so I had to be without my car for 2 days. And luckily, it did come back that, it was pretty much fixed when they changed my oil and stuff. So luckily that was resolved. And and then I got sick again, y'all. And this time I got kind of worried about like the virus, But I always say on here, I mean, y'all see me sneezing and scratching my nose and my eyes. My eyes are red sometimes. I have horrible, horrible allergies. But I was like, oh no, have I contracted the virus? And I was really, really scared, y'all. And you know what? We are going to go in with some glitter. This is a Pinky Rose Cosmetics. And I don't know, this is in the color Julian. And we're going to use look at that. And it's got like red glitter in it. Ooh, my eye's starting to itch. But we're going to use our ABH glitter glue. And then we're going to just put that right on top. So here is what we are chasing. So we're going to go in with this NYX Vivid Bright Liner in Snatched. And I'm going to go on my lower lash line, and I'm going to be real messy with it. I want it to go on my actual lashes and under my eye, because it's just going to add more of that red color. And I'm also going to put it in my waterline. And this one is really nice. As you build it, like as you apply it, it really does build up. And I am going to dab at my eyes as it waters because, I'm about to put some lashes and stuff on. And, it's just when I tug at my eye sometimes, it's just like, leave me alone, you know? So let's go in first. We're gonna add some glitter. And if I'm being honest, I kind of felt like this took away from the red color, but it does have red glitter in it. Do you see it? And I can see it all over, like under my eyes and stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit on. And I wanted you to see me work with this. So I just pull it out like this, and then I try and get a lot of the product off of it because I'm always scared of it going in my eye. Please, please be careful when you are working with any kind of glitter. And I am just gonna paint this like full-on nail polish style onto my eyelid. I'm gonna close it, and then I am just gonna give it like a second to kind of dry, you know, so it gets a little tacky. And then we'll go in with that same brush that we cut our crease with. So I'm going to go in with this brush right here, and we're just gonna go right in on that glitter, and then we're just gonna pat it down. And I'm taking my time because I want this to get a little sticky, and then I'm just gonna pat it down. And I don't want to like pull it across because I'm scared that with the glitter glue still being a little wet, that it'll roll up. And so I'm gonna just hold this in my fingers right here so it's closer to me. And see how that just looks a little more magenta? And I was hoping for it to come across a little more red. And it's making me work to pull the glitter up. Let's see if my finger does better. Oh, that is better. Okay, so we should have done that in the first place. Let me just kind of dust off my eye because I don't want any glitter to fall into it. Make sure we're safe to open it. Okay. So that worked. Oh my gosh, I'm so incredibly messy. But now we're just going to kind of clean it up a little bit. So we're going to use that same brush, and we're not going to add anything to it. This is the one that we used for our outer V. And I'm just going to kind of, I don't know, outline it, I guess. Outline it a little bit on the end. And then I am going to go back in to this one right here. And I'm gonna kind of fix, see how it just looks a little drastic right there? And I'm just gonna add more of that red to kind of blend that in. So we were talking about the Texas freeze and everything I went through. And I think we made it to my car starting to leak oil. And luckily that was resolved. But then, while everything was closed, y'all, because even after it stopped like snowing and freezing and stuff, everything was closed because, you know, I mean, places of business didn't have like water. And I mean, you know, you need that if you're going to have like patrons or whatever. And so it was just craziness. And I chipped a tooth. And I was like, it was one of my back molars. I was eating popcorn. And I don't know, it was like one of the little, like, you know, the kind of pointy parts that stick up on your actual tooth, you know? It just, that one little part just chipped off. And I was like, really? So that was a major bummer. And now we're going to go into that same shadow, different brush, and we're going to smudge this along the red liner that we just laid down. So then I chipped a tooth, and I had to wait to get that fixed, not to mention, you know, the money that goes along with dental work and the pain and anguish. And I'm just going to increase this red on this side a little bit. So And then, while we were lucky enough to not lose power, my mom was without power for, I'm going to say about 4, maybe 5 days. And she and I have not been quarantining together. You know, she's got like multiple diagnoses. And I guess we'll go in with our eyeliner and then we'll put on some lashes. And so it was so cold, y'all, and she's, you know, old and chronically debilitated, and I was just really worried about her, and she did end up getting sick. So, you know, we're currently working through that right now. But so that was the other issue. And then we also oops. My my brother is out of town and we stay in his you know, we live in his house, we rent his house out, and so there's that. And at his house he had a pipe bust as well. These are the lashes that we're using, so we're just gonna go ahead and glue this down, and we're gonna use my favorite glue. It's the Green Duo. And so I was just like, man, y'all, you know, and then like I said, I had gotten sick all over again. These lashes still have glitter on them. I can see them. But these are so nice. And you could find these at the Dollar Tree, y'all. So they're the Ioni lashes. And I like them. I really do. I prefer these to the Makeup Geek lashes that we used in February's monthly makeup bag. But yeah, so let's try and put these on real quick, and then we're going to go in on our face. And like I said, we're doing a full face of red. We did already prime. This is the Rare Beauty in the Illuminating Primer, and I put that all over my face already. I also started contouring, and we'll finish that shortly. First, let's see if we can't put these on without incident. And y'all, that NYX red eyeliner. The NYX Vivid liners are so good. They're so vibrant. Why isn't this lash going on? We're having some trouble today, y'all. Okay, I think we got it. I don't know if it's because it still had a little bit of like glitter on it or what, but we'll let that sit for a little bit and dry. And yet I still mess with it, right? It's because you got to get it when they're tacky. It's usually that one little corner for me right there. But, all right. We seem to be good. My eye's about to water. But we're going to leave that, and we're going to mess around with the rest of our face. So, like I said, I started contouring already. I used my Jouer Rose Cut Gem palette, and I used Garnet right here, and I just got a little bit. I also dipped into some of that same, it's not even open, some of that same shadow right there that we used earlier, and I'm just gonna go in on my cheeks and just kind of lay it down. I want to see if this comes across as too pink, because I don't want to look like the Checha Cat, because I was the Checha Cat for, I was going to say for Easter, for Halloween this past year. And I kind of feel like some of my pink and purple makeup has been coming out looking like the Checha Cat, and that has not been my plan. Okay, this lash is not sticking, but let's try and get through our face, and we'll pause if we need. And I am going to use a sponge today. I don't usually use sponges, but since this is more of a bright look, I thought that this would probably be a good video to use for blush. Let's go right here. We're going to bronze, and we're going to use our Urban Decay Naked, and this is in, I believe, our monthly makeup bag, and I'm going to use this more as like a bronzer. I don't want to use that one. I'll use this one. And again, we just go to that line and just kind of smudge up a little bit. And that's because, especially like with this red, pink looking color that we have, it'll make me look really washed out. And this blush just adds a little bit of pinkness, you know, that kind of keeps me from looking anemic. And it also just helps me to jump into these products that I haven't used in a while, you know, and you know that I love that. Let me actually lay down some more blush because, you know, I'm trying to hit pan on stuff and show you how I use this in more ways than just blush, you know. So for this blush, I do like to use this kind of brush here, and I'm just gonna go in real lightly on my cheeks. I am gonna just kiss my nose as well, and then I'll use that sponge to really smudge that out. And then we're gonna actually go in with more powdered blush. And I don't know, this one looks a little lighter. So where were we with the freeze, y'all? I had such a horrible. Oh, and now my electric, like I was saying, we were lucky enough to be able to keep our electricity through most of the whole ordeal. But now I have an electric bill that's close to $600, y'all. And I guess we were maybe on like timed or scheduled, I don't know, scheduled blackouts or shutdowns, I don't know. But it seemed to be around like the nighttime. So when we were going to sleep, we didn't necessarily have heat. But, you know, we did, you know, prepare really well. Not well enough to have like, you know, a generator, but, you know, we had everything charged, and we were also had like, you know, little space heaters and what are, I guess there's, oh, heating pads. That's what it is. Like for the animals, I have old heating pads. And when it gets really cold, I'll put them on in their beds, you know, and let them kind of, you know, toast on that. And then I'll just turn them off. And, you know, we make sure that we always keep them only on when we're there, because like I said, they are older heating pads. But that's okay. I am going to clean up with another product that is in one of my project pans. This is in my Man's Pan, project pan. And I'm just going to go in. And that's because I got a little heavy-handed with that Colored Rain blush. Well, this one right here, actually. But I don't mind. I just need to tone it down some. And this will definitely help. And again, I really like for y'all to see how I use my products. And you can see I'm going over that blush now with this same brush, because I know that whatever's left in it or on the brush is going to tone it down. And look at how that toned down my makeup. So we'll go ahead and not contour, we're going to highlight. And even though this isn't actually red, it's got Cruella on it. It's in a project pan, and Cruella is notorious for wearing red. So we're just going to lay down some Cream Super Shock highlight, and then we'll go on top of it with some powder highlight. Let's do our lips real quick. I'm going to use this Juvia's Place Rouge Girl. Mine's broken, but, you know, that's all right. I don't know which lip liner to use. I have MAC Quartz or Urban Decay, I think 714 by Gwen Stefani. I think I'm going to use this 714, even though I'm certain it's not the right shade. Sorry guys, can't talk while I'm lining my lips. At least not my top lip anyways. All right, now let's go in with this lipstick. That's so pretty. I haven't used it yet, but let's see. She pretty, ain't she? That's a nice lipstick. I don't know about the formula. It initially came across really pink, but as we build it up, it certainly becomes a brick red. I think the last thing that we need is our highlight. And I guess since we have been working in this palette all video long, we'll go ahead and go in with one of these highlights. Oh, I love this one so much, y'all. I'm certain I could hit pan on that without even like putting it in a project pan. That's why I don't use it very much. But we'll go in with this one because that one is just as gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Watch, watch. Did it come across? Did it make me look bad? Anyways, this is going to be our monochromatic Monday look. I love red eyeshadows, y'all. Red and yellow, they're just so pretty to me. Y'all know I love me some green as well. We'll use this one now. And we'll just go right down our nose. I'm going to put it right above my eyebrows. And I think that this is going to be it, y'all. It's going to kind of finish. And voila, what y'all think? So I have a lot of stuff, y'all. So there's still so many palettes that I could pull red looks from. If you are interested in seeing another round of any of the monochromatic Monday colors that I have done, let me know, because I would love to do another red look, another green look, another purple look, yellow. Y'all know I love yellow, but I do have gray and pink up on deck. So let me know if you're interested. Consider subscribing and stick around. Thank you all so much for joining me. Please remember, I am not a makeup artist. I just like to dabble. And I hope that I see you here next time. Know that I'm sending you positivity. I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.